Americans who are familiar with the Buddhist religious tradition typically think of it first and foremost in terms of the practice of meditation. People who are interested in learning to meditate sometimes come to a Buddhist training center or temple expecting that meditation is what everyone there will be doing. Certainly meditation was a critical part of the life story of the man who became the Buddha, since the traditional account of his life tells us that he became enlightened while meditating under a tree. But Buddhism isn't all about meditation. As is true with most other religious traditions, Buddhism has developed many authentic forms at different times and places over its history and evolution. How important the practice of meditation is varies among those many forms of the faith. The Belmont Zen Center is in the Son lineage of Korea. Son is itself an outgrowth of the Chan tradition of China, as are the Zen schools of Japan and the Tien lineage of Vietnam. All of these names can be traced back to India, just like Buddhism itself, from the Sanskrit word dhyana. The simplest way to translate dhyana is meditation. So the names of all these different Buddhist traditions also mean meditation. The Sanskrit word that refers to the Buddha's techniques for training the mind is Samadhi. This refers to the state of the mind being controlled, concentrated, and focused, honed like a well-sharpened blade. However, the Buddha did not teach only Samadhi. In fact, Samadhi by itself, without any support, is both fragile and potentially harmful. The complete teachings of the Buddha can be referred to as the Trishiksa, since they fall into 3 parts. To be successful, the training needs a firm foundation to support the higher teachings. According to the Buddha, the first and foundational area of training is in morality, living one's life in a way that is fair, kind, and beneficial to all beings and the world. Leading a moral life supports the development of a mind skilled in concentration, which in turn encourages the growth of wisdom, seeing life as it really is. These 3 together capture the full richness of the Buddha's teachings. The reason morality matters so much is that without moral grounding and guidance, the mental skill of samadhi could be used harmfully in the service of greed, anger, or ignorance. In his teachings, the Buddha gives 5 basic guidelines for making sure that our behavior is moral. In all Buddhist traditions, making a vow to follow these precepts to the best of our ability is part of the formal process of becoming a Buddhist. These guidelines are similar to the moral teachings of many other faiths, as they reflect the main ways humans act to harm one another. First, don't kill or command others to kill on your behalf. Second, don't take things that aren't given to you. Third, don't use the energy of sexuality in a way that is harmful. Fourth, don't say things that aren't true or otherwise engage in harmful speech. Fifth, don't use alcohol or drugs to create a heedless state which makes violating the other precepts more likely. The Buddha presented these precepts as guidelines for behavior, not hard and fast or absolute rules. Making a commitment to following the precepts doesn't mean a person is expected to be perfect. Do as much good as you can, as little harm as you can, and when you inevitably fall short, admit the mistake to yourself and others, do what's needed to make it right, and learn from the experience. The Buddha explains many times in the scriptures how following the precepts is beneficial to ourselves, to other beings, and to the whole world, both now in this life and in the future. For example, the Abhisanda Sutta of the Anguttara Nikaya quotes the Buddha as saying in part, "This is the first reward of merit, reward of skillfulness, nourishment of happiness, celestial, resulting in happiness, leading to heaven, leading to what is desirable, pleasurable, and appealing, to welfare and to happiness."